And last on our leading headlines, the tough, challenging mountain bike experience that took place last Friday from the 15th to the 17th of February 2019 came to an end, serving as a great training ground for those with ambitions of taking on some of the big ones later in the year. We spoke to one of the representatives on the experience.
It's a 3-day stage mountain biking experience that takes place in the wonderful Drift in Johannesburg. The guys come in, they start on day 1. There are three days with 3 different routes for the duration. The guys get to experience wonderful trails, they river crosses, and it's just a wonderful 3-day experience out in the trails, experiencing the wonderful nature and the wonderful spaces that Johannesburg has to offer. It's one of the biggest races that's right in the beginning of the year. So you find that most of the cyclists use this race as a training for the bigger races at the end of the year. So that's why we see such great support, and also because of the wonderful spaces. I mean, it takes through the guys, it's a grueling 3 days. So they get to go up hills, they get real downturns, they get steeps and all sorts of terrains, and it's a wonderful training ground for the rest of the year. So that's why it's so successful, because the guys use it as a training ground for the bigger races. So your your City to Sea and your Cape Epic that come in at the end of the year. This year we introduced the Bridgestone Route 66 Light, which is also a 3-day session, a 3-day stage race, but the routes are shorter. So now this is for the guy that still wants the grueling aspects and the experience, but is really not that fit. So it was a nice offering for the guys. So you could either go full steam ahead with the 3-day as we know it, or you could just go with the light version. What we added also this year was the day 1 was a completely new route with completely new trails that were experienced by the guys. So the guys that were there last year and this year, it was a completely different experience for both of them during the years.
We now take a look